Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment below. Your support helps us bring more incredible stories to life. The Second World War was a conflict fought not just against enemies, but against the elements themselves. From the freezing Russian steppes to the muddy trenches of Europe, soldiers battled cold, wet, and exhaustion as much as bullets. A simple fire could mean the difference between life and death, offering warmth, a way to dry clothes, and a rare moment of comfort. In the darkness, a flickering flame was more than heat. It was hope, a reminder of home and humanity. Survival skills, finding shelter, clean water, and making fire were as vital as any weapon. Yet the unpredictable battlefield often rendered standard-issue gear useless. When conventional methods failed, soldiers had to improvise, sparking innovations born of necessity. In these desperate moments, human ingenuity became the most powerful tool for survival. Soldiers were issued waterproof matches and flint and steel kits, reliable in theory, but often useless in the field. Rain, mud, and cold could ruin matches and make dry tinder impossible to find. Numb fingers struggled with delicate tasks, and the sound of striking flint could give away a position. The frustration of having tools but being unable to use them was demoralizing. The gap between equipment and reality created a desperate need for a new solution. Soldiers needed a fire-starting method that worked in any condition, using whatever they had on hand. Out of this need, a new, unconventional technique was born. Necessity sparked a brilliant solution, using electricity to start a fire. Soldiers discovered that a high-carbon steel razor blade, a strip of foil, and a battery could create enough heat to ignite tinder. These everyday items, shaving blades, chocolate wrappers, and batteries from torches, became survival tools. This method spread quietly among elite units, prized for its simplicity and effectiveness behind enemy lines. It marked a shift from traditional fire-making, harnessing the modern battlefield's electrical resources. With a few simple items, soldiers could conjure fire when all else failed. The key components were simple: a vintage high-carbon steel razor blade, a battery, and a strip of foil. Only the old-style blades worked. Their high-carbon content made them perfect for this method. Batteries from torches or field phones, even partially drained, provided enough power. Foil, scavenged from cigarette or chocolate wrappers, acted as a conductor. The final ingredient was tinder-dry cotton lint or plant fibers, teased into a fine bundle. Soldiers learned to spot potential tinder everywhere, knowing its importance. These mundane items, often overlooked, became the foundation for survival. With them, a soldier could create fire in the harshest conditions. The process was straightforward but required steady hands. First, the soldier prepared a fine tinder bundle. A thin strip of foil was cut, narrow in the centre, wide at the ends. One end of the foil touched the battery's positive terminal. The razor blade touched the negative. Bringing the foil's narrow centre to the blade completed the circuit, causing the foil and blade edge to glow red-hot. This glowing point was pressed to the tinder, igniting it instantly. With gentle breath and patience, a small ember became a life-saving flame. From scraps and ingenuity, warmth and hope were reborn. The science behind this method is all about resistance. Electricity forced through the thin foil and resistant steel blade generates intense heat at the point of contact. The old high-carbon blades had just the right properties. Modern stainless steel won't work. The battery's current, funneled through the narrow foil and blade, creates a brief, powerful surge of heat. This heat is enough to ignite tinder, turning a simple circuit into a fire starter. It's a perfect example of using basic physics for survival. The right materials, combined with knowledge, made all the difference. The razor blade fire starter is more than a wartime trick. It's a lesson in resourcefulness. Soldiers saw everyday items as potential tools, not just for their intended use, but for survival. This mindset, seeing possibilities in the mundane, is the essence of adaptability. In any crisis, creativity and knowledge outweigh perfect gear. The principle endures. A lost hiker or disaster survivor can benefit from this way of thinking. Understanding how things work and how to repurpose them is the ultimate survival skill. The story of this method inspires us to look at our world with new eyes. Ingenuity, not equipment, is the true key to survival. Today, recreating the razor blade fire starter connects us to history and science. Use only vintage-style high-carbon blades. Modern ones won't work. Safety is crucial. Short-circuiting a battery can cause heat, leaks, or even rupture. Wear safety glasses, work on a non-flammable surface, and keep water nearby. Make the connection briefly, just enough to ignite the tinder. Use pliers to hold the blade or foil, keeping fingers safe from heat. Practicing this method reveals the skill and nerve required under wartime conditions. It's a powerful exercise in historical empathy and practical knowledge. The razor blade fire starter is a symbol of human ingenuity in adversity. It reminds us that even in the darkest times, creativity can spark hope and survival. In a world of convenience, these skills are easy to forget, but remain vital. Learning and preserving such knowledge honors those who came before us. These field skills connect us to our past and empower us for the future. The story is not just about fire, but about resilience and innovation. When all else fails, it's the mind's spark that keeps the flame alive. The humble razor blade's fire is a lasting testament to the will to survive.